everyone, it's Janet with Radiant Realty. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and stay well, and don't be shy. I love to answer any questions that you have and read your comments, so definitely leave those below. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get notified when new videos drop. Today, I just wanted to quickly go over some tips for getting your home sold fast in 2022. I know that the market has been hot last year and it is still forecasted to be fairly hot this year. However, even in 2021, there were some homes that just sat on the market for months and months on end. So what is the difference? You might ask, why do some homes sell within a day and others sit there for 6, 8, 12 months on the market? Well, we are going to discuss the secrets to selling your home fast right now. And if you do find anything in this video helpful or useful, please do give a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. All right, so pull up a chair and let's get into it. So when you're talking about selling a home fast, the first thing you're going to want to do is find a great agent. And of course you're saying, of course you're going to say that you're a real estate agent. Well, there is a place for sale by owners, and I do have a whole other video discussing that if you would like to check that out. I will link that at the end of this video. However, when you're looking to sell fast, you need a great agent on your team. You need somebody that knows the market, that knows what buyers are looking for, and can get the job done. You also need an agent that you're going to click with, that understands your timeline, your needs as a seller, and can work up the right selling strategy for you. And for everybody, that might mean something a little bit different. Maybe you have a home that's being built with a set completion date, which we all know last year was always delayed a little bit, maybe a month or two. So maybe finding that flexibility with timing, working up the right plan for that. Maybe you have littles at home, babies or toddlers or even maybe kindergarten age, and doing last minute showings is just not going to work for you. You have feeding times and napping schedules, and so maybe working up something where you have all bids due by a certain time, you get to go on a vacation with the family. The agent handles all those showings while you're gone. You come back, you get to review multiple offers, and your home is sold without that daily interruption. Or maybe you're just a very high-profile client and need anonymity, or possibly the family situation or the situation surrounding the sale of your home. Maybe you don't want a sign put in the yard. There are different factors and different situations that apply to each individual seller. So make sure your agent is aware of those and can work up a selling strategy that works for you. And when it comes to finding an agent, of course you're going to say, what is the cost as well? So commissions are fairly similar throughout. However, they do vary, they can vary, and sometimes an agent might lower their commission for a certain sale. I would just caution here, if your agent, your selling agent, doesn't know what they're worth and they can't go to bat for themselves and get the highest price for what they know they bring to the table, how are they going to go to bat for you and get the highest and best price for your home in the timing that you need? So definitely consider that. Also consider what they bring to the table as far as professional photos, videography, and what is their social presence, what platforms are they on, how many followers do they have, how engaged are those followers, because all of that is going to make a difference in the marketing of your home here in the year 2022. Okay, so you have a good agent and they're probably going to give you the rest of these tips, but if you want to be ahead of the schedule, ahead of the game, and know what to expect, then just stay tuned and we'll go through these real quick. Next step, declutter your home. This is an easy, common one that we all need to do, most likely. Unless you're a very type A personality, your closet definitely needs decluttered, your garage, other areas of the home. We just start collecting things and they take up space. And when a buyer comes in, you want them to walk in and just see lots of space. You don't want them to feel crowded when they're in your home or feel like your closet's too small. So how do we remedy that? We declutter. Also, if your furniture is oversized or if you have too much of it, definitely get that out of there. You want a clean slate for those buyers to be able to envision what they can bring there to the table. Now, along with this, a lot of agents will say take personal photos off the wall. I disagree. It depends. If you have way too many of them, maybe take them down. But I've been with buyers in a home and they look at the photos and the family memories made in that home, and it actually entices them to buy that home because they can see themselves making similar memories there. So it depends on the situation. But if you don't have photos all over and you just have a photo wall or a particular section or one here or there, I would say leave it. However, when it comes to more of those personal taste items, those might need to go. In Montana, a lot of times it is going to be a deer mount or a moose or an elk or a mountain lion. We walked into this one home with these buyers and they jumped back because there was a full-size taxidermied mountain lion in the living room that scared them half to death. Those might not be the memories that you want buyers to have after coming into your home. While funny, when we talk about them, they're not welcoming, inviting, homey atmosphere. So definitely maybe remove some of those for the showings and tours. And while the parents may not care, it might be the kids that get freaked out by a deer on the wall or something of that sort. And again, if kids are crying, if they don't feel at home, if they don't like the space, that definitely plays into the emotions of the parents and the buyers as well. All right, moving on. Also, maybe safety items, guns, knives, that sort of thing. Make sure those are locked up, removed, just out of the way, out of sight of the buyers. And then any other strange things that maybe you like, but 95% of the population is not going to connect with. I've heard stories of a home that had a whole room of mannequins, like around a pool table, that sort of thing. Definitely take that out. That has to go. So it might be something meaningful to you, but if it's something that is going to distract from your home rather than add to the feel and the welcoming of it, definitely get it out of there. All right, point number 3, and this one is huge, and this is something as well that your selling agent is going to be able to help you with, but you need to assess that competition. I heard an agent say once, if it's not compelling, it's not selling, and that is so true. If your house isn't standing out above the rest in some way, shape, or form, then why would a buyer purchase your home instead of the one down the street? You have to look at what surrounding homes are going for, what they offer to buyers, and what your competition is at the end of the day. And sometimes that item is going to be something that you can easily remedy, and other times it's just not going to be. When we sold our home in Ohio, it was this cute little bungalow. It had been completely redone inside and out. It was a small home. It was a starter home. It had a carport. It did not have a garage. And as buyers came through, potential buyers came through, that was the comment we kept hearing. I love the home. Everything about it's great. It's beautiful. We wish it had a garage. We really need a garage. Well, that wasn't something we could easily add. The lot size really didn't allow for that even. And so it was just something where we had to assess, okay, what is our competition? Our competition has a garage, so we're going to need to lower our price to make that more compelling, because somebody is going to say, you know, I can do without a garage. I can put my stuff in the shed. I can park under the carport and be fine. I'd rather save 10 grand on the home price purchase. So you just need to look around, see what you can do, and make sure your home is compelling so that it sells fast. All right, point number 4, next step, you need to finish any unfinished projects, or even projects that you might think are finished that were not finished well. If you are a DIYer, some of you are amazing, you do impeccable work. Others of you, I walk into your homes and remember, the buyer is going to judge the condition of what they can't see by the condition of what they can see. Now, do not take that and say, oh, I can cover up a multitude of sins by making this look pretty. That will get you in trouble. You do need to fill out your owner property disclosure honestly. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in court, and that will not be fun for anybody. But there are little things when we go through, when people have done DIY, where baseboards are cut incorrectly, or floor slabs are cut incorrectly, or the light switch turns on the wrong light, or things like that, that make a buyer and an agent, a buyer's agent, actually question the safety and the validity of the other work done on that home. And it might be invalid. The home might have been built by somebody entirely different. Maybe the DIYer hasn't touched any of the bones, but you just don't know going in. So you want to present well. You want to make sure all of those loose ends are tied up. If you need to hire a contractor or a handyman to come in, then do it. And then let's just move on to some optional things, things to be aware of. Obviously, once you are doing home tours, make sure that lights are on, windows are wide open so that there's nice light within the house. Obviously, with your agent that you select, make sure that your photography and videography is top-notch, your home presents really well. And then another thing that your agent might suggest is staging. This is probably not as common, but definitely with certain homes, it's definitely worth the investment to hire a stager to make that look professional, top-notch, and get top dollar on it. And when you are finishing up those projects, don't forget about the exterior of the home. Don't forget about the exterior of the home as well. Curb appeal is definitely a high priority, maybe not as high as it used to be. It used to be buyers only got one photo of the home. It was the outside of it. Now they get a lot more, so that's helpful. However, you still want to make sure shrubs are cut back, weeds are pulled. If it needs fresh paint, make sure that that's done, taken care of. Your gutters are cleaned out, that sort of thing. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any other ideas, recommendations, or questions, leave them in the comment section below. Have an amazing week, and I will see you next time.